How's it going, patrons? This is my logo. I got it from Adam C. Adam C is a good friend of mine. If you guys don't know him, you should follow him. He's on YouTube and Instagram. And he basically collaborated with me designing the logo. And we tried to go for... Basically, he sent me this design, debated, and I had pointed out that the shapes are like triangles. So the B and the E is like a triangle, the K and the N is like a triangle, and the R has a shape of a triangle there. The E and the N and the R. So, and as you can see, the E and the R are connected, and the C and the K are connected, which make the logo really pop. I cut this logo with the Olsen blade. It's a very, very thin blade. They tend to be junk, but they're very, very thin, and I felt like I could get in between the E there and the letters and the B. So the other thing about this is I'm really getting used to how I'm gonna cut this logo and keep it one piece. And I decided to keep the outline when I had cut this because I felt like it fit the bill for me being able to get it. The C and the K, you can see on the top of the K there how it's got that little whip. That's some of that triangular shape I was talking about when me and Adam had discussed this. That was something I was really pushing for, and that's really what made this logo pop. Like when I had spoke to Jimmy and he had spoke to me about my logo, he said it should fit on a quarter and look good, or it should be able to fit on a giant sign, like a automobile sign, and still look good. So I really felt like my logo could do that. And here you can see I'm starting to cut the B. This is where I was worried. There's going to be times when I may want to take that like on a stencil, because the stencil will bleed. So I may take the outline when it comes to that. But this is just me cutting the actual sign itself, getting used to it. And this is probably the trickiest part of the cut, is coming in here to the E and the R, because I've got to go, you can see, I got to go all the way down, back up, shave over, and then I've got to go into the E on the other side, basically back up and turn the other way. All in all, I think the logo really came out very well. There's some tricky parts to it, which is good. That'll always keep me on my toes, I think. And here you can see I'm cutting up. I've marked it off with a red pen, which pretty much signifies that I don't want to make that cut. What I'm gonna do in the long run is tip it up and just cut the inside a little bit. That's another trick I learned from Jimmy, to be able to keep it all one piece. And here you can see I've changed the camera angle. My shop's pretty trashed too. I was in the middle of a remodel at the time when I was doing this. But I figured, what better video to start this channel off than me cutting the logo. And there's that tight cut again. And then I'm doing like the final touches. Just drawing that line in. That way it has a little shape on the top side too. And that should be the final outline cut. And here you're gonna see me tip up the saw after this. Or tip up the piece. Okay, so I tip it up and I start cutting in, and what I do is I just cut in and I do a little turn. And do like a little V cut. And that'll give it the the darkness that it deserves. And here is the B. This is the part where I realized I'm gonna have to deal with some tricky things. The E, I had to actually tilt the table, which I got a couple compliments on this. A lot of guys were impressed that I decided to do this. It's just a natural thought to me to tip it up and hit that angle. Give a little show, and then I've got a little bit of carving knives. I'm gonna come in and clean everything up. Just pick at it. Really came out really good though. Just cleaning each end up, dialing it more in. But yeah, that's pretty much the logo. I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you for joining, coming aboard. I appreciate it. Thanks for the support. I'm gonna try to keep them coming to you. Thank you guys.